Sport motorcycles and cruisers represent two contrasting approaches to motorcycling, each with its own philosophy and purpose. While both are built to deliver the thrill of the open road, they achieve this through vastly different means. Sport bikes prioritize speed, agility, and high-performance handling, creating an intense, precision-driven experience. In contrast, cruisers focus on comfort, style, and a more leisurely ride. From their power distribution and frame design to the nature of the journey they offer, these two motorcycle categories embody distinct ideas about what makes the experience of riding truly satisfying. Let's delve deeper into the key differences between these two styles, exploring how they vary in design, performance, and the unique experiences they provide. Welcome to the History of Simple Things, where we delve into the fascinating history behind the little things that shape our world. Sport motorcycles, often simply called sport bikes, are finely tuned instruments of speed and agility. Imagine the sleek lines and aerodynamic shapes of these bikes, with every component seemingly sculpted to minimize wind resistance and maximize performance. Riders on sport bikes often adopt a forward-leaning position, with their feet placed high and slightly back. This stance might feel intense for the uninitiated, but it's a posture that empowers riders to take on high-speed corners with confidence and control. The design of a sport bike is a story of controlled aggression, capturing the essence of racing with powerful engines, sophisticated suspensions, and cutting-edge technology. Typically, these bikes have high-revving engines that deliver rapid acceleration and thrilling power. Sport bikes are engineered for precision, speed, and stability, all essential when maneuvering through tight curves or shooting down a straightaway. They crave the thrill of movement, and every twist of the throttle reminds the rider of the adrenaline that comes with mastering the machine. Beneath their sleek, aggressive exteriors, sport bikes hide complex machinery, optimized for performance above all else. At the core of many sport bikes lies an inline-4 engine configuration, a design that balances power and smoothness. These engines are typically capable of revving much higher than those found in cruisers, meaning they can produce enormous power in a short amount of time. This engine layout, combined with lightweight frames, means that a sport bike can launch itself from 0 to 60 miles per hour in mere seconds. The suspension on these motorcycles is another marvel, allowing riders to carve through corners with the kind of sharpness usually reserved for racetracks. For sport bike riders, each ride is a challenge and an experience of pure concentration, a quest to find the perfect line, the ideal braking point, and the moment when they can let loose and accelerate out of a curve. It's a style of riding that demands both skill and attentiveness, turning the open road into an ever-changing racetrack where the rider becomes one with the machine. Contrast this with the cruiser, a motorcycle category that exudes a sense of laid-back freedom, rooted in the classic American biking culture. Cruisers are often associated with brands like Harley-Davidson and Indian, which have championed the art of building bikes that feel as substantial and sturdy as they look. Unlike sport bikes, a cruiser's design encourages a relaxed, upright seating position, with the rider's feet positioned forward. The handlebars tend to be higher, and the frame is built to absorb the bumps and dips of the road, offering a smoother, more comfortable ride. Cruisers are not about reaching breakneck speeds or leaning into turns. They're about enjoying the road as it unfolds, mile by mile, at a pace that allows the rider to truly connect with the journey. The cruiser appeals to riders who crave the open road, the rumbling sound of the engine, and the feeling of freedom that comes with a leisurely ride across vast landscapes. At the heart of a cruiser lies a different kind of power, a V-twin engine, which is characterized by a slower, deeper growl compared to the high-pitched whine of a sport bike. This configuration produces more torque at lower RPMs, which means cruisers excel in low-end power. While they might not launch off the line with the sheer explosiveness of a sport bike, they possess a certain muscularity that feels substantial, even effortless. The ride on a cruiser is less about speed and more about the sensation of movement itself. There's a weightiness to the ride, a sense of stability that makes cruisers excellent for long-distance travel. For the cruiser rider, it's not about how quickly they get to their destination, but the experiences they gather along the way. The design philosophies of these two types of motorcycles are also reflected in their aesthetics. Sport bikes often feature bright colors, angular shapes, and bodywork that emphasizes their aerodynamic qualities. These bikes are unapologetically modern, with every curve and edge designed to convey speed and power. Meanwhile, cruisers tend to embrace a more timeless look, with flowing lines, chrome accents, and an almost sculptural quality. They often feature large, exposed engines, wide handlebars, and other elements that give them a muscular, yet classic, appeal. The visual language of a cruiser speaks to the past, to the roots of motorcycle culture, while a sport bike seems to look toward the future, embodying technology and speed. For new riders, these differences can feel vast. Choosing between a sport bike and a cruiser is often about more than just picking a motorcycle. It's about aligning with a particular approach to riding and the road. Riders who choose sport bikes often seek agility and a connection to speed, a desire to hone their technical abilities and push their bikes to their limits. These motorcycles reward skill, practice, and a willingness to embrace the thrill of high performance. Meanwhile, those who gravitate toward cruisers are typically looking for something else, a sense of freedom and comfort, a machine that can take them on long, leisurely rides without the pressure of constant speed or technical maneuvering. They want to feel the wind on their face, enjoy the roar of the engine, and take their time on the journey. In the end, sport bikes and cruisers are two interpretations of what it means to ride. Each style has its own followers, culture, and appeal, and each offers a different kind of beauty on the road. Whether it's the thrill of slicing through corners on a sport bike or the joy of taking in the scenery from the seat of a cruiser, each type of motorcycle allows riders to experience the world in their own unique way. The road is the same, but the journey and the perspective changes with the bike. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.